Hi, my name is Mrs. Dixon, and I am the 7th and 8th grade Accelerated Science teacher. In 7th grade, your students will be with me the first half of the year from September to January learning life science. The second half of the year, they'll be with Miss Barber learning earth and space sciences and preparing for the New York State 8th grade science assessment. In 8th grade, your students will be with me the entire year learning living environment. Hopefully this video will help you understand more details about our Accelerated Science program here at Greenwich Central School.
Hi, my name is Courtney Barber and I teach 8th grade physical science at Greenwich. We cover the earth and space science, and during the 7th grade portion of the year, we start with earth and space science and we wrap up the year creating our poster for our RPI competition, and we also work on reviewing 6th grade material to prepare them for the New York State test.
Here is an explanation of the Advanced Science 7 course. The course will cover the 5th through 8th grade core curriculum and New York State Science Learning Standards in middle school science. That means the first half of the year will cover the Life Science Standards by Mrs. Dixon from September to January, and the second half of the year from February to June will be Physical Sciences by Miss Barber, including Earth and Space Sciences. At the end of this time, in May and June, students will take the 8th grade New York State Science Test. This test is the final exam for the course. The expectations of the course is that the students will maintain an 85% or better in the class and on the final assessment. There is also a research component. The research project is done in pairs in 7th grade and individually in 8th grade. In 7th grade, students will be paired up with another student that complements them. What's completed in class and what should be completed at home? In class, students will have time to work on the research plan, the approval process, will make a list of any science supplies that can be purchased through Ward's or Carolina Biological. All other purchases will have to be done at the expense of the student. The paper and the poster writing will also be done in class. However, at home, students will be working on extra revisions of the research plan, extra revisions of the papers and posters, and maybe the research as well. Some students need to work in a laboratory setting. In that case, students can stay after school and schedule a time with Mrs. Dixon or Miss Barber to work on their project. However, many times the research is done at home. This might take a little bit of extra coordination, especially in the 7th grade year, because students are working in pairs. How is NSLIS different than the traditional standards that you and I had when we took science in middle school and in high school? The New York State Next Gen Learning Standards focus less on the facts and more on problem solving. There's less memorization and more application. And it rewrites the path to success, because science isn't always knowing the answer, but being able to find or deduce the answer. Students will be involved in the 5E model in our classrooms. They will be engaged through phenomena, explore their phenomena, elaborate on their phenomena through labs, and get an explanation to avoid any misconceptions. Finally, at the end of the process, students will be evaluated on their understanding of the concepts. What does this mean for your student overall as they proceed through high school? The traditional track, as seen on the left, shows what any typical student who is not accelerated would do in 7th through 12th grade. In 7th grade, they would take life sciences, 8th grade, earth and space sciences, 9th grade, living environment, 10th grade earth science, and 11th grade chemistry, and their senior year physics. If they're accelerated, they could take a normal accelerated track, which is seen by Accelerated 1, where they take life sciences and earth and space sciences in 7th grade. In 8th grade, they take living environment. In 9th grade, they take earth science, 10th grade chemistry, 11th grade physics, and in 12th grade, they can choose from one of the 3 AP science courses we offer at Greenwich Central School, including AP Biology, AP Environmental Science, and AP Physics. In the more accelerated process through the accelerated program, seen by Accelerated 2, students can take a more aggressive route. They would still take life science and earth and space science in 7th grade and living environment in 8th grade. But then they would take chemistry in 9th grade, physics in 10th grade, and have the option to take one AP class in 11th grade and one AP class in 12th grade, including their choice of AP Biology, AP Environmental Science, and AP Physics. Why should your child do accelerated science? That's to do science. So this course will accelerate your students' science track, increase their opportunities to take more AP science courses, immerse them in inquiry-based science through their own research project, increase their opportunity to do research and compete. They will all be competing in the RPI, Greater Capital Region Science and Engineering Fair. They could eventually even enroll in the course that I offer through SUNY Albany. This course is taken from the summer before their 10th grade year through their senior year, and it can accumulate up to 12 college credits that do transfer to many, if not all, universities. In fact, in our history, every university from NYU to Cornell to RPI has taken these credits, and the only college that has not taken them was HBCC. In addition to that, students through this process of the science research can get much more scholarship money and maybe even a trip to the International Science and Engineering Fair. Sam Boyer, one of our former students, competed at the International Science and Engineering Fair twice and won awards the second year that she went. We strongly feel that this accelerated program really immerses students in research science, which is really what science is in the real world. This provides them with an opportunity to see how much they enjoy real science, whether they have the deductive reasoning skills, and how to cultivate their success in these programs. This could lead to a very promising future for your son or daughter. It is a challenging course. There is extra work involved, but if your student is up to it, that extra work could really pay off. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and come to our parent session. Thank you.